Planet of the Fakes, and Pigstar HH. News. Right finger medium dark skin tone, right finger medium dark skin tone, right finger medium dark skin tone. Wait for the bear hug, as police tell a Valdosta, Georgia man to put his hands behind his back. He can't comply. He's body slammed, handcuffed, injured, and the wrong man. Valdosta's police department now being sued for $700,000 for excessive force. The cause for arrest, suspicious activity and panhandling. CBS 46 Georgia Police. Facebook opinions. Why in the world did he deem it necessary to pick this man up and throw him to the ground? Had he afforded this man a tiny bit of respect and spoken with him, this could easily have been avoided. I don't care what color someone is, every human is entitled to be treated with common courtesy and given the chance to maintain his dignity. I hope he sues the hell out of them. Totally unnecessary. Should be suing them for millions. He walked up and just threw him down like that. He didn't trust getting in the ambulance for them to do something to him and lie and say he died on the way to the hospital. Very smart. I've been in law enforcement for over 18 years and never treated anyone like that. That supervisor should be fired, period. Excessive force. Uncharged aggravated battery, Adrian D. Davis. He knows it too. Think it was the 4:20 marker, serious, oh shit moment. The body cam guys' size are telltales as well. Lord Dykes right, you can hear them saying damn BC, they know are in big trouble, poor guy. That was just awful to look at. So sad. He probably thought he was going to die after that. I wouldn't have wanted to be around waiting on an ambulance, would have got the hell away from them, couldn't trust what's next. Perfect example of why police and sheriff departments need to be defunded. Eliminating the union contracts that protect cops that break the laws. Contract all services out to private companies, entities. Cities and states would no longer be held liable for payouts for the continued abuse of authority. The private entity will be held accountable and liable. Our tax dollars can be used for better quality of life. The possibility of being sued and their assets taken because of incidents like this would no longer be tolerated. These tactics are for intimidation purposes and serves as a game for the officers. The gentleman obviously had nothing to hide when he gave a valid ID. I cannot understand how a black life can be so devalued in their eyes. I was confronted by an officer here in Maryland. The guy began to scream and yell at me for no reason. I told him, you need to request backup because I am not going to do anything that you tell me do. When 2 cars of backup arrived, I mentally prepared myself for death. One of the officers recognized me as the man who taught them martial arts. They apologized and said that it was a big misunderstanding. I still filed a complaint because if I hadn't been who I was, I could have been dead. Crying face, crying face. I hope they sue the draws off their asses. Police department has gotten outrageous and it don't make no sense. They all tied in together. Justice needs to be served. I just hope it's not a racist judge. SMH. This is why laws must be passed to help the people from wrong justice. This officer went on hearsay. Police officer Joanne Brown. No, that officer went from walking while black. He must be a criminal. SMH. This was so not necessary. He didn't do anything. He was complying and gave them ID when asked. He should use, and that cop that slammed him should be fired, charged with assault, and never be a police officer again. After all these unnecessary act, you see your face. That office had no idea what was going on, but just came to body slam the guy. Oh men, being black in America is crime on its own. The officers have to be dealt with. I hope so. Now y'all disoriented. Yeah, it might be broke. Man, they need to take settlement money from police pensions and stop making taxpayers responsible for their screw-ups. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Our tax dollars are paying these lawsuits and it's not fair. How can you put your hands behind your back when the cop came up behind him with a bear hug? Learn how to do your job, know who you are supposed to arrest before you slam an innocent person to the ground. That's why the suit money needs to come from the FOP or the police, not the city. Quit charging the taxpayers for bad policing practices, defund the police, too many of them. This man's tax dollars goes towards this racist sanctioned terrorism. Reform is needed. Conversation before assault is needed. This what I along with other African Americans have experienced. He should have waited for that ambulance to build a stronger lawsuit against these cops and gotten each of their information just like they were getting his. Besides, you can tell by the way he was holding his wrist that he was hurt and he got body slammed pretty damn hard. Angry face. This is so sad that because of an officer's error, an innocent man almost got locked up, or worse still, almost lost his life. Confused face, crying face. Full video link in the description. Like, follow, share, subscribe and comment, hit the bell. And if you have time. Thank you very, very